What's cracking, everybody? Hello and welcome back to Gaming 101 with Mr. Berger. Tonight, I'm going to go ahead and play this log bait deck with Valkyrie in the place of Knight. Let's take a really quick look at the most recent patch balance changes. Knight got another hit with the nerf stick, got minus 6% HP, whereas Valkyrie got a buff, a hit speed increase. Although it looks like the number is lower, that's actually an increase to her hit speed. So, what I'm going to do tonight is something that one of my viewers requested, which was to actually play some more quote-unquote live matches and not just play replays. So at this point, I'd love to play this match, or excuse me, this deck on ladder with this account, but my Valkyrie, I really want to level her up. I finally pushed to Electro Valley with this account, and you know, I'm just not quite contending with this deck. I'm not doing so well. So you know what I wanted to do is actually do a grand challenge and get just enough gold. Even if I lose all three, I'll get 1400 gold, as you can see there in the guaranteed prize, and that'll give me enough to upgrade my Valkyrie, because I'm at just about 7,000 now and I need about 8,000. So let's try that out. Now keep in mind, I'm not a good player. I don't claim to be a great player, but I think I'm pretty decent at, you know, figuring out strategies and kind of laying them out and explaining them to other people. So that's what I kind of want to do with this channel, and I'd really like to continue going in that direction. So that being said, I might not do so hot on this grand challenge, but hey, we'll see how it goes, right? If you want some more specific tips on playing log bait, then go ahead and take a look at my other log bait 101 video if you haven't already, and I'll explain why I'm going to be making some of the moves that I do here. Alright, I open with a Goblin Barrel on the bottom right. He probably doesn't have Tornado, or else he would have used it. I think if I Princess here, I'll actually be able to hit that. No, I was wrong. So that's not good for me. See, look at that. I already made a mistake right off the bat. It's alright. We're going to go ahead and pick it up from here. Those archers are going to die to the tower. They get one hit off, not a big deal. I'm thinking he's got 3 musketeers probably, so I'll save my rocket for that at this point. Actually, no. I'm going to rocket the tower and that right there. So it's a good thing that I didn't rocket the first elixir pump, because now I can hit the tower and the elixir pump at the same time with my rocket. I didn't even notice all that damage on the left there. I should have done something about that, but I completely ignored it because I was too busy talking and focusing on rocketing that, what is it, the elixir pump up there. Alright, I'm going to Goblin Barrel onto the right here again. He's sending in all this stuff on the left. I'm expecting some sort of a win condition soon, a hog or something. Why don't I... No, it's okay, I'm fine there. I was thinking about tornadoing it into the tower. I'm going to put Goblin Gang on the right here. Cycle out an Ice Spirit, and then rocket again. Make sure I get rid of those elixir pumps best I can. A little bit late on that rocket. He did get one tick off, but I'm getting a ton of damage off on the left tower just by rocketing it. I'm going to Valkyrie on the left here. So here's the improved Valkyrie. She's going to tear apart those archers. Why don't I try the Goblin Barrel that elixir pump up there, actually. Alright, they got a couple hits off, so not too bad. And it caused him to cycle out some of his weaker cards, so he won't be able to use them as strategically. Now skeletons are just going to kind of file into the lane there. Gotta do something about that Royal Giant. There's his win condition. Okay, so I'm just going to do whatever I can to put out some DPS on it. And then I'm going to try to go for a counter push in the left here by doing a Goblin Barrel. I'll rocket that elixir pump and get rid of it. So now the Princess Tower is targeted onto my Valkyrie, and that allows my Goblin Barrel to get off a ton of damage. I'm going to go ahead and log here to clear out that skeleton, do some chip damage to the archers so that I can finish them off. I will Valkyrie right here. And I'm going to pull everything into her and pull the Royal Giant away a little bit, finish off those archers, take the Royal Giant out of range. Now I'm probably going to have to rocket on the left here to finish it off. That's going to guarantee that I finish off the tower. Now if I can hold on for just a couple more seconds here. Oh no, he got it with the Ice Spirit. I probably could have reacted better to that, but that's alright, it'll make for a better match. Okay, let's take out this Royal Giant. He's not too much of a threat on my King Tower because I can afford to take a little bit of damage. I'm going to continue to rocket the elixir pumps. At this point I could probably just rocket cycle his Princess Tower on the right there. And that might be what I end up doing. Alright, I'm going to put my Valkyrie down up in front here. And I'm going to tornado everything together. Pull that Royal Giant away from the tower again. He's got those Teslas going. So he's going to keep trying to chip away. Let's go for a rocket barrel, where I shoot the rocket off and then hide the Goblin Barrel right behind it, and hopefully trick him and he won't notice that there's goblins hiding in there. Yeah, see, they get some chip damage off before he can react. So at this point I really just need 2 more rockets on his tower, and that's it. That's it for him. Alright, clear out those skeletons and chip the archers with my log. I'm going to try to... what should I do here? I'm going to pull this one away from my tower. See if I can kill this one before he kills me here. It's going to be a close one. Ooh, the archers got me. Good game. Alright, well that was not a bad first match. I did pretty well, but there's definitely some places where I could have done much better. So, that was it for our first match. Why don't we jump on into another one? Alright guys, let's see if I can do better in the second Grand Challenge match. I don't feel as comfortable commentating while I'm doing a match because I think it puts more pressure on me. So I might do a little bit better in matches where there's not as much pressure on me, like as in there is in a Grand Challenge, right? If I'm planning on spectating at the same time. But hey, it's all a learning experience. I'm still learning how to do this. I'm still figuring everything out. You know, working out the kinks, figuring out what works for me and what doesn't work for me. So it's all in good fun, and it's all to continue to do better in the future. Such as one can hope, right? Alright, let's go ahead and cycle the Valkyrie in the back. Alright, he's got a Mega Minion there. I could rocket it, but I think I'm going to go ahead and Goblin Barrel the left here. Make sure that I do it in the corner there, so just in case he has a tornado, he can't tornado it in. He's got a Dark Prince. I'm going to go ahead and guess that he's running the Dark Prince, yeah, the Double Prince, Golem, or maybe the Giant version. So let's go ahead and counter that Prince with a classic Swarm card. I'll put down the Valkyrie so he doesn't do too much damage. And see if I can get off a Valkyrie, counter push with the Goblin Barrel here. See how it goes. Flying Machine, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. And Bandit. Okay, so he's definitely not running the Golem one that I was expecting. He's running something a little different. I'm not sure what it is yet. I haven't seen this deck yet, unless I'm mistaken. Alright, let's go for a counter push here if we can. That Dark Prince is going to take out most of my stuff pretty easily though, so not much I can do about that. I'll try to protect my princess if I can with the Valkyrie. Nice. The Dark Prince isn't cleaving the princess, so that's good for me. Alright, I'm just going to hang tight here. Play safe, play defense. Use my Goblin Barrels to chip. There is the Golem. I was right, it is a Golem deck. I'm going to go ahead and try to rocket this Electro Whiz so I can counter his support and get some chip damage off on the tower. I'll use the Goblin Barrel defensively in this case just to defend against that Prince and the Bandit. And then I'm going to try to tornado everything to the center here. I'm thinking Goblin Barrel, excuse me, Goblin Gang there in that case. Alright, he got a really good push off there. Let's see if we can get a counter push in time. Maybe the Rocket Barrel might be my only chance. Let's try that, see if we can go for a win with this. Ooh, I got that tower. Nice save. Alright. He's got a really deadly deck, so things aren't looking so hot for me. But let's give it our best shot. I'm going to tornado this Golem down there to try to counter it. Get it onto my main tower instead of my princess tower. I gotta kill that Mega Minion in the back. Gonna get another Valkyrie down here to soak up some damage. I'm lacking air damage in this deck, that's for sure. Alright, countered that Dark Prince alright. I'll use a Valkyrie to counter the Bandit. I'm going to try to pull away the Golemites so that I don't take any of the death damage to my Princess Tower. Things aren't looking so good for me for this game, but that's alright. Remember, this is a grand challenge, so I'm going up against people who take the game pretty seriously. This is the category in which most of the professional players use to showcase their decks. So somebody like me who's just kind of like a moderate, mediocre player isn't necessarily going to do too well in these challenges. But it's a cool way to showcase the deck nonetheless. And it also shows you that, hey, we all do some losses, right? I'm not just trying to show wins on my channel. Alright, at this point, I do have a chance to pull something crazy off, but it's not looking so hot for me. Let's see if I can get a counter push going here. That's my only chance. No, he's going to get the poison. Good game. Thumbs up. That's alright. It was a fun match regardless. I love how I was able to pull off that last win. Take note of that rocket barrel trick. That's an awesome trick for any log bait deck like this. You shoot the rocket off and you shoot the Goblin Barrel off like as quickly as you can right after. And then in doing so, the Goblin Barrel kind of hides behind the rocket. It doesn't look like it from your point of view, but from the enemy's point of view it does. And it's hard for them to see. And you might sneak a few goblins off before they notice. And that seemed like it worked out pretty well there. Alright, why don't we jump into our third, and to be honest, probably our final grand challenge match here. But hey, let's stay optimistic. Who knows, maybe we can win one. Either way, it'll give me enough gold to level up my Valkyrie. That's one of the most effective ways to use your gems, is to use them on challenges, because those can give you quite a bit of gold, especially for the amount in comparison that you would get from using them directly on gold or on chests or whatever you use them on. Okay, that was decent chip damage on the right there. I'm thinking I probably could have rocketed that wizard, but I'll keep that in mind. I'll save my rocket for now. He won't know that I have it. We're going to Valkyrie in the middle here to attract the attention of just about everything, and take advantage of that hog by trying to tornado it into my king tower. I get to swing off on the king tower, which is great for me, activates that king tower. Always a beneficial thing, as I explained in many videos, such as my countering heavy decks with cycle decks video. Alright, he's getting some chip damage off for sure, even on my main king tower for now. So I'm going to Goblin Gang on the right to try to bait out whatever spell he might have, other than poison. Yep, there's the log. Now I can Goblin Barrel a little bit more safely. Let's see if he has any other counters to it. He's got Zap. Wow, okay, so he's got log, Zap, and poison. He's expecting baity decks. Alright, Princess in the back. Since he doesn't have any more spells, it's a little bit more safe to do that. I can't hit both. So I'm just going to have to kind of counter this hog with what I got, because I didn't have the tornado in hand quite soon enough. I'm going to try to get a counter push going here with the Valkyrie and a Goblin Gang. See if I can get a little chip damage off. Yeah, I hit the tower a couple times, not bad. Get him to use his log. Let's try to Goblin Barrel again, see if I can get a couple hits off. Kind of play this as like a chip damage kind of game. Okay, because of the placement of that and the fact that it's in double time, I'm going to go ahead and rocket both of those things there, the furnace and the Princess Tower. And then I'm going to pull the Hog Rider to the center, like so, with my tornado. Use the Valkyrie to soak up some hits from the little fire spirits. Alright, there's the log. Oof, rough for me. This isn't looking good. I'm going to have to tornado just to get everything away. That was actually a decent save. Now I don't have the tornado for the hog, but I do have my Goblin Gang, so the hog will get one hit off, but that's alright. He's going to go ahead and try to chip damage me out with the poison, so I'm going to have to try to rocket cycle him. Oh no, there's the hog. Ah, I didn't see that hog. Oh well, that's alright. there goes the third match. So that one wasn't so great either, but that's alright. That's what I get for trying to test my luck in a grand challenge. At least I got my 1400 gold, right? Got some cool cards. So even if you lose all your matches in the grand challenge, you get that 1400 gold, you get a few rares and commons. I got an epic too. Who knows, you might even get a legendary if you're lucky. Alright, so that's it for the grand challenge matches. Now that I have thoroughly embarrassed myself by attempting something that was clearly way over my head, let's go ahead and see this deck and something that's a little bit closer to my skill level. Let's upgrade that Valkyrie because we now have enough. She gets a damage increase, an HP increase, a DPS increase. Good all around. Okay, so now that she's upgraded, let's go ahead and hop into some ladder matches and hopefully get some better examples of this deck where I don't just lose 3 in a row. Alright, let's go ahead and use some of the same strategies that we were talking about earlier. I'm going to counter all of that with a Goblin Gang, and I will put a Valkyrie. You know what? I'm actually going to pull his Valkyrie into my Princess Tower, excuse me, my King Tower, and activate it like so. All kinds of things you can do that with. I love Tornado because of that. And many other reasons, but that's one of the main reasons. I'll Princess in the back, see how that goes. See if I can bait out his log or whatever he might have with the Goblin Barrel here. The Ice Spirit will, hopefully, it would have gotten some chip damage off and frozen the tower for a second, but his Goblin Gang was pretty effective on defense. My Princess will take them out before she dies. Put the Valkyrie in front because he's bound to do something to counter the Princess, like so. And you just want to think preemptively sometimes, especially in things like siege decks, where you know that they're going to put something right in front of your mortar or your expo as soon as you plop it down. So you put your knight or your Valkyrie or your ice golem or whatever mini tank you have right in front of the siege unit. Ooh, royal giant, scary, 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 scary. Okay, I'll just DPS it down with what I can, and I'm gonna tornado it up here, just to pull it away from my tower as much as I can, so that it gets kind of nullified, because it's not gonna hurt my units at all. It doesn't, you know, pose any threat to my units. It's just gonna weigh all my tower. So if it's not within range, it's pretty much useless. Princess hits both those archers. That's good. I will log. I should have logged earlier and gotten chip damage off on the Princess Tower, but I didn't think soon enough. So I'm just going to kind of chip away at this Valkyrie. See how the King Tower now shot that Valkyrie? So that's good for me. Chip away at the right here. I'm going to pull the Hog into the center as usual. Try to go for a counter push here with a Goblin Barrel and a Valkyrie tanking for it. I'll put a little extra pressure in with the Goblin Gang too. I gotta do something about that Royal Giant because he's scary. I'll tornado it all together. Put the Princess down for some more chip damage. Log him back. I almost got Tornado back in cycle again, so I'll have it here in a second. But I think my Goblin Gang will actually finish the job there. Unfortunately, the Lumberjack gets some good damage off. I'm going to go for a Goblin Rocket Barrel on the right here and see if I can trick him with that and finish him off. He's definitely taken out the left tower. There's nothing I can do about that at this point. Alright, my Goblins finished the job. Alright, awesome. I'm still in the match. So that Rocket Barrel, that's an awesome move. That's proven to save me more than once now, even if I haven't won the matches. Okay, I'm going to counter these archers with the Goblin Gang because I really want to play defensively now. Make sure I don't lose my tower. Although, that being said, since he's running Royal Giant, maybe I want to play more offensively. So I'll Goblin Barrel the Princess Tower. I'm going to go ahead and log it, get some chip damage off on the Princess Tower too. Put down my Goblin Gang. Put the Valkyrie up here to tank for everything. Alright, just put on that pressure. Okay, maybe I can finish him off with a Rocket Barrel again. Ooh, let's see. Can I get it in the last couple seconds? No! Oh well, good game nonetheless. It was a tie. I would have had him there! Ah, oh, so close. I would have had him if it was just a few seconds longer. But hey, a tie is better than a loss, and we're definitely getting some great gameplay footage in all of these matches. So, why don't we go ahead and jump into another one here. Since it was a tie, we stay at the same rating, just at the bottom of Electro Valley at about 3,500. Oh, Electro Valley's 3,400 plus. I'm at 3,500 now. Okay, so I could afford to lose a few, but that's alright. It's probably better if I'm doing harder matches, because then it makes for better footage. You know, it's not just me stomping people because it's an unfair match, right? Good luck on both our ends. He gives me the thumbs up. I got a good starting hand, so I'm going to go ahead and Goblin Barrel on the right here. Ooh, he splits E-barbs in the middle. That's, honestly, I have found that to be not a very effective move. It's pretty easy to counter. You generally want to use them as kind of like a defensive into a counter push card. So you use them to counter like a golem or a giant or something. Or even, better so, their support units, like their musketeer or their princess or their wizard in the back. And then they counter push really hard and there's not much that they can do about it. Alright, I'm going to have to... Ooh, I'm going to pull these guys in here. And I'm going to try to use the Goblin Gang to distract that minion horde. Comboed with an Ice Spirit. Hopefully that'll finish the job. Or at least prevent them from taking some damage. I'm honestly willing to take a little bit of damage on my Princess Tower if it means I activate my King Tower like I did. So, that's alright. Let's put the Valkyrie in front here. There they are. There's the E-barbs. Valkyrie already countered E-barbs pretty hard. So her buff just makes them even better. Unfortunately, the placement there wasn't ideal, so the Valkyrie didn't quite finish them off, but with a log, that finished them off, and it also was able to finish off the goblins in that lane, so that log got a lot of value. Alright, let's let these goblins do some chip damage. I'm itching to toss off that Goblin Barrel. There goes his zap, so I know that it's probably safer for me. Now if you put your tornado 2 tiles away from your Princess Tower like so, towards the center, assuming that they shoot their Goblin Barrel in the standard position where your goblins are split 1 in the top and 2 in the bottom, then it'll always like fully shut them down. It'll always fully counter it. Or even if they place them a little bit more towards the center like that guy did just there, the tornado will fully shut them down before they can get any damage off. Now if they kind of stymie it, if they, excuse me, not stymie it, but stifle it, what's the word? If they put it off to the side a little bit, the tornado might not fully shut it down. Alright, Princess will easily counter this minion horde. So she does her job. I'm going to go for a rocket barrel just because I'm oozing elixir right now. I got a ton. It'll combo really well. Wow, a P.E.K.K.A. I have not seen the P.E.K.K.A. on the field yet. Easy to counter a P.E.K.K.A. at the bridge. That's not a very smart move. A little bit late with the Goblin Barrel. I'm starting to think I'm not going up against the best player, but that's alright. As I clearly demonstrated earlier, I am not the best player either. Alright, well I think at this point he's kind of given up. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish off that tower. And call it a day. Give him a good game. Awesome. So that was fun. I got 3 losses in the Grand Challenge. I got a draw, and then now I got a win. Why don't we do one more, see how it goes, and then call it a video. So I'm definitely digging the Valkyrie in the place of the knight. It's a lot of fun. It adds an interesting twist to the deck. Get it? Because she spins. Alright, let's jump into this match here and see how it goes. I'll do the classic Goblin Barrel on the bottom right there. Ooh, I should have held on for just a second longer. I could have Goblin Barreled his pump there instead, but that's alright. So, easy counter to the Dark Prince is going to be Valkyrie. She's tanky, single target. Here comes the incoming Goblin Barrel. I will tornado it into my King Tower, and the one Goblin just activates the King Tower. Perfect, that's great. Even though it's a little bit late, I do have Rocket in hand now. I want to get rid of that Elixir Pump, even though he's already gotten like 1 or 2 Elixir from it. So I opt to Rocket it. Ooh, he saw that I rocketed, so he 3 Musketeers. Now he made a big mistake by putting the 3 Musketeers all in one lane. So what I'm going to try to do here is put down the Ice Spirit, get the Valkyrie out. I did it a second too late. Oh no. Okay, I could have done that better. I should have logged it There's a lot of different things I could have done better there. So that was a very successful 3 musketeers on his part. I'm going to tornado these guys towards the center just to get them away from my princess tower. It should fully shut them down, especially since the king tower is activated now. Okay, play patient, play safe. I will log this. If I get it just in time, yes, it will completely shut it down. Ooh, he saw that. He saw that I used my log and my tornado. I don't have anything to counter this hog, so this tower is going down for sure. Alright, let's see if I can get a decent counter push here with the Valkyrie and a Goblin Barrel. The idea being that the mini tank soaks up the shots from the Princess Tower, then the Goblin Barrel wails away on the tower. Very successful. That went extremely well. His tower is pretty much dead now because I can just log it at this point. Now I'm going to Princess and just tornado everything together, and she'll counter it pretty well. Of course, he does arrows, so that kills my princess. I'm really in no hurry to... Oh, rocket, rocket, rocket. I am in a hurry to rocket, sorry. I'm in no hurry to log the right tower, because I can do that at any second. I can do it at the last second if I need to. So I'm kind of just going to play defense at this point and try to chip away at the left tower, and then finish off the right tower at the last second when I need to. I can easily shut down the hog if I have tornado in hand. I got a little bit of delay there, so it didn't do it quite as quickly as I had hoped for. Alright, I'm going to rocket barrel the left here, and then I'm going to log the right, just to make sure that I get that tower down. And he's going to be like, oh no, I suddenly went from a 3-1 to a 1-2. Right? Did I do that right? I'm terrible at math. Anyway, you get the point. Let's open this crown chest, see if I get anything decent. Another executioner. Not bad. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was my take at Log Bait featuring Valkyrie in the place of Knight. Now in this deck, the tornado works really well because it synergizes with Valkyrie, and so does the Ice Spirit. Thank you so much everybody for watching. I appreciate all the feedback that I've been getting. Go ahead and leave anything that you think might be helpful for future videos in the comments below. I definitely take the time to reply to all my comments right now, and I take to heart what people say, suggestions that they make, which is how I ended up doing a video with fully live matches like this. Alright everybody, thanks so much for watching, and have a good night.